I got a prayer I call Heaven's Best Confession. I teach it to my people. Like, I believe that I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, meeting the right people, and I'm saying the right words. Say it every day. And I sit in that. It's a purpose-driven entrepreneur. It's an entrepreneur that realizes I decide the life I want to live and I build a business as a vehicle to live that life. That the life becomes first, the business becomes second.
Absolutely.
I want to arrive here. Do I want to go by plane, train, or car?
Right.
That the business becomes what type of vehicle allows me to arrive there, right? So that's the type of entrepreneur that gives up something that currently makes you money to create something that gives you money and fulfillment.
If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money.
My intimate moment in prayer with God was, I don't know all the time. Like we don't. That uncertainty, I don't know. I don't know when I'm supposed to be doing something, where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to use willpower and stick with something, or when I'm supposed to use strength to leave something.
Right.
So I pray in the same way my physical body that you made knows when I'm hungry. Like God gave us sensors, headache, etc. to know when we're hungry. I made my soul and emotion know when I'm without something I'm supposed to have. Like, I don't want to live in what I call faithfulness, but I'm living an unfulfilled life.
How often do you and I think you kind of said it, but how often do you know that feeling and acknowledge that feeling?
I try to sit in it every day to figure it out. Like, I got a prayer I call Heaven's Best Confession. I teach it to my people. Like, I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, meeting the right people, saying the right words. What God thinks, I think. What God wants, I want. And Heaven's best is released over my life. This and more starting now. Say it every day. Right? So this thought of, I believe that I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, meeting the right people, and I'm saying the right words. Say it every day. And I sit in that. Now, I don't know if I get it right, but that's where my check-ins with me happens morning and evening, where it's like my mission, right? My I call it LMS, life mission statement.
Yeah.
Did I do what pleased God? Did I do what I'm gifted at and love doing? What helps people? What pays me well? So normally those questions are introspective that aligns with, and it'll start, I ain't doing what I'm gifted at and love doing. It got to score 1 out of 1. So that lets me know how long you going to live when I'm scoring it, because I write it in my phone with daily notes. Marcus, for the last few months, you've been saying you're doing what you're gifted at, but not what you love doing. You don't love that no more.
What's something you burned down when that was clear?
Yeah. Last year, we revamped my entire coaching and education business. So everything we sold, we didn't sell anything for a whole year. Now, let me give context to this so this makes sense how hard it is. You're talking about millions of dollars. We ain't talking about to not sell nothing for a whole year. We're talking about offers between $3,000 and $30,000. We're talking about Course and Funnel Accelerator, which was a program where it's done for you. We create a person's course, funnel, emails, copywriting, and launch them in 30 days. It's $10,000 for 30 days. We would take on 20 clients a month. That's $200,000 a month.
Yeah.
To not sell that for a year, to say, I want to do this better and I want to help people better. Hey, that's hard. And it's hard for your staff that's with you, because now your payroll don't change, done for you, stacks your payroll.
Yes.
It's like, who do you,
yes.
So you got to think, in 1 year, we did for one aspect of the company, we did a full staff turnover, all new people and all new offers, all new systems, all new softwares, all new SOPs, all new fulfillment processes. Like, how do we get the information from the client? How do we get it back to them? How do we track their progress? We created client concierge within our company. So now within, let's say 10 to 20 people, each person is assigned to them for what do we communicate to them Monday, Wednesday, Friday? What data comes back to us? We got something that's almost like a credit report where, in terms of payment history, payer mix, we have that for our clients. So as we can predict who's not going to follow through with this system we have in place, like what it takes to rebuild that. Because you're building internal infrastructure, turnover in staff, and what you'll be selling to the market, which means when you do that, all new funnels, all new ads, all new emails, all new follow-up systems. You got to retrain your sales team because they're selling something different.
Right.
You got to retrain your fulfillment different because the fulfillment is different.
When I say the season of working not in your business, like working on your business and not in your business
Yeah.
is literally the most like it could take you out.
Oh my God, it ain't for the faint of heart.
No,
It
where
ain't
you're
for the
like,
faint
I
of
did
heart.
all of this and I don't like it anymore. So I need to like scrap and start over.
And it makes no sense to other people.
None.
It makes some.
You have a thing that works that generates revenue. What are you doing?
Makes no sense.
And then you're like, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel impactful. It doesn't feel purposeful anymore.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's not hitting with the people that I'm serving.
Yeah, but it's the true test of entrepreneur. But the reason why I pause, I'm so careful with words, because it's more than an entrepreneur. It's a different self-identifier. It's a purpose-driven entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
It's an entrepreneur that realizes that I build it. I decide the life I want to live, and I build a business as a vehicle to live that life. That the life becomes first, the business becomes second.
Absolutely.
I want to arrive here. Do I want to go by plane, train, or car?
Right.
That the business becomes what type of vehicle allows me to arrive there, right? So that's the type of entrepreneur that gives up something that currently makes you money to create something that gives you money and fulfillment.
When did you get crystal clear on the life you wanted so that you could, or does that evolve and change? Because I know for me that evolves and change. Like I will go full throttle on something and then I look back and I'm like, you built something you don't like. And girl, you built something you don't like.
Yeah.
Like you built something you hate and you ain't got nobody else to blame for it but you.
Mm.
You did it. So now you have to revisit what you want your life to look like and what you wanted it to look like 3 years ago and the length of time it took you to build this. You don't even like this anymore. This isn't what you're after. This isn't what you want. So how many times have you had to evolve, like sit in and evolve? This ain't it. And this is so far from, I'm so high in service or impact, but I'm so far from what Marcus wants and needs. And I think that is not equivalent to doing work we don't like. Because there's always going to be some work that we don't like, which is funny because as an entrepreneur, I've realized there's things I thought I didn't like, but I actually just didn't know. And then when I got really good at them, or I was willing and open to exploring them, like I used to joke, if you would scroll back the first 2 years of my podcast, when I say all I ever said was I sucked at money management, I might as well have like manifested it for myself. And then as I have gotten into it, as a CEO has to over the last couple of years, I am obsessed.
That's so good.
I love it. But I wasn't building my life around it. And it was so easy for me to say that didn't matter to me or I didn't care or blah, 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 So it's like, how many times do you have to reassess where you are hitting the mark on both?
Whew. You would hope that you have at least quarterly getaways.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't have to
Boy,
be.
that sit in it be real, don't it?
Yeah.
You got to be willing to sit in it.
Well, that and you want a tribe, right? So you want people who, like, our relationship is that it is in a flex session. It's not.
No.
Right? It's
no. You've never called me and been like, what's on your offer suite?
Right, right. It ain't that killed it today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a bashing one another. Like it's a safe space to celebrate.
Yeah.
And so I think frequent and often, and it's finding the balance between the celebration of your intellect and the examination of your ignorance. Celebrate what I know that I did well and examine the gaps of where I'm ignorant and I don't know what I don't know. And now putting yourself in those environments to visit what you're not until you become it. Hey, I'm in an environment with you that looks peaceful. I visited peace. Now I realize I need that. Now, how do you do that? How do you create margin in your day? How do you create rhythm in your schedule? So you're visiting what you're not. And you're not despising it and you're not mad at a person for having it. You're not jealous. You just got questions. I ain't jealous. I don't want what you want, but what you have. But I got questions.
It's kind of nice over there.
You doing what? For how long? How you doing that? Right? So it's a healthy curiosity.